walking and talking in the commentary. Conversation is still, or the commentary and the conversation is about conversation, as well as the importance of conversation in the liberation and elevation of the minds of the black community. That giving more emphasis on the oral tradition of how information was communicated from one generation to the next, from one community to the next, from one person to the next. And all of this academic validation and verification of what is right and what is good for us is what's got us in the trap that we're in now. We use the English language, which was a curse to us, part of the curse, and still is, and we banter with that back and forth to determine which scholar or critic said what when, and which body of knowledge that we will use to determine what is right and wrong for us. And ever since we've been doing that, that's when our troubles have just multiplied and increased. And so we got all this going on. So therefore, even our identification, how we identify ourselves to ourselves, you know, whether we're black, Negro, colored, African, Ethiopian, Moorish American, all of these things are the results of language and confusing and mixing up our own personal identity for ourselves, to ourselves, and the conversations that kill and destroy most of what goes on in our communities is the conversation that we have between our ears. The things that we say to ourselves, about ourselves, is what keeps us in bondage. So therefore, the solution is the conversations that we have as we find our way, and we will find our way back to the oral tradition as we talk to each other and reason things out and come to an understanding that we have common problems and that we have common issues that created and shaped us into who we are now. And it's been based on white supremacy. And we can't allow ourselves to just look to the tools of white supremacy to determine what is right for us. Those things are not going to get us out of the bondage that we're in. A big portion of what has got us in this bondage has been religion. And so the religion and the religious books that were written to enslave us are not going to be the answers and solutions to what can get us out of it. We've got to think, we've got to reason with ourselves, we have to come to agreement, and we can only come to agreement on the words that we speak to others, not the words that have been dictated to us by others. Anyway, I'm gonna kill my 3 minutes real quick this morning, and I'll talk some more about conversations in the very near future. In the meantime, peace.